What is going on, interwebs? I have the sniffles because of allergies or something, I don't know, so I apologize in advance. There's one already. This is like an update video, I guess. Not entirely sure. For you guys who play ESO, I did not know this because I don't watch every single fucking gaming thing there is. Shocking. But I don't think anybody does or even can. But for you guys who don't know, actually, ZeniMax is adding player housing to Elder Scrolls Online very soon-ish. They've already shown the locations for the player housing. There's going to be 3 tiers of player housing, and apparently it's all account-wide. There's,
Yes.
I believe he said they were race-specific. I don't know if that means, like, Imperials can only buy Imperial places, and Wood Elves can only buy Wood Elf places.
I believe this will work.
But, sorry, I have the burp/hiccups, too. I saw some of them, and they vary in size from, like, tiny little apartments to medium houses into, like, full-blown estates. And they all cost in-game gold, according to him. By him, I mean it's like the lead guy at ZeniMax. Or the face of ZeniMax. The guy that was at E3 announcing one Tamriel and all this other shit.
Now throw the lever, and we'll see what happens.
The thing with player housing in most MMOs, it feels like it's a wasted opportunity to me. In my opinion, player housing in MMOs should have some form of convenience, and a lot of them fall short in the sense of convenience. If I'm gonna dump massive amounts of in-game money on this fucking place, I want it to have some kind of use other than just looking pretty. You know what I'm saying? I want it to either have the crafting stations, like I can invest money in it to have crafting stations, kind of like in how in Skyrim and Oblivion you could invest in your house to buy more onto it. Like, perfect example, Skyrim, you know, you could invest in your house to buy a alchemist table or an enchanter's table or anything, really, anything that I think you ever had a blacksmithing thing, but you know, you had convenience items in there. You know, you had your crafting stations. And if I'm going to invest in a big-ass fucking, like, maximum size estate in this game, I would fully expect that space to be used, whether it was an interior cell or not. And what I mean by interior cell is if I go inside, which is this is how it's going to be, because it's the only way they could possibly pull this off with everyone in the game buying a house. An interior cell is if when you go inside the door, anything inside is instanced to you. You know, it has its own loading screen and everything inside is instanced to you. Kind of like how in Skyrim, you go inside Bree's home, all that shit is instanced to you. If Skyrim was an MMO and you were in a party and you went in some other dude's house, it wouldn't look the same as yours because it is instanced to them. And I'm not quite sure how they're going to manage that on ESO. Probably just whoever the group leader is can invite them into the house. They accept the invite, kind of like in GTA when you're standing outside ringing the buzzer, kind of. And every house has an outer wall, so I'm assuming everything inside the wall is its interior cell too. Not just the house. So that would mean the grounds, and I believe some of them even had balconies, porches, piers. I don't think there was a pier in any of them. But anything inside the wall would count as an interior cell. I'm hoping it's not a missed opportunity. I hope it's not just something to look at and they actually put something useful into it.
Did someone tell you you could be here?
Real quick. Really,
There
really stupid
Something
fucking
better
joke.
you could be doing.
What would you call this Khajiit right now? Would he be a cat burglar? He's a fucking cat burglar. Oh, that was so stupid. I don't give a shit. I thought it was funny. I broke into this house, by the way.
For turning you in.
I have contemplated killing everyone inside and just getting a massive bounty and then walking off this character for the day, but oh well.
I want to be there when the guards get you.
I'm just really hoping this housing thing is more use than looks, if that makes any sense. Because, I mean, if I'm going to invest, like, they're talking about adding, like, a furniture store, and you can buy furniture, you can, like, they're going to add a crafting thing for furniture, you can craft your own furniture. Does that mean we have to learn styles for furniture now, just like we had to for armor and weapons? That's kind of weird, but where would we find these things? Is it random in the world, like the armor and the weapons? Is there a fucking person that actually sells the styles at a furniture store, or what? Will furniture require specific types of wood and iron and metal and all this other shit, or will it just go off what we use to craft our armor and weapons? All these things are questions that I have that weren't answered, but I don't know. I don't think they even know, because I mean, it's like really early on, and there's videos out on YouTube already of people showing off the house locations, and there are some pretty decently sized places. So I'm just going to assume that we're going to be able to, if we want to, craft like a blacksmithing thing, put it where we want, which is an option for the furniture. By the way, the guy's talking from his own mouth. He said that we could place our furniture however the hell we want to. We could use whatever we want to. We could make it suited to us. But all he said was furniture. He never specifically mentioned that we would be able to use crafting stations in our own home. Another thing, could we buy NPCs? Kind of like we have the helpers that we can have, the followers, like the one you get for completing the Thieves Guild shit, or the banker you can buy for an insane amount of money. Which is goddamn ridiculous, ZeniMax. Put the price down on that. That banker, I think, is like around 40 or 50 bucks just for a fucking NPC that shows up. So you can put your stuff in a bank on the fly? Really? You're gonna charge that much? Maybe 5 or 10 bucks, but it is way more than that. And don't quote me if it's on, like, it being 50 bucks. I just think I vaguely remember it being 50 bucks. I just remember it being way more than it should be for what it is. I understand you're making people pay for the convenience, but really? That's just fucking stupid. And I don't really have anything to say about the Smuggler, because you get that at the end of the Thieves Guild, and you basically paid for the Thieves Guild DLC, which is like a whole quest line, a whole new area. I don't know if there's new dungeons. But I mean, you get all that and the Smuggler, so I mean, I can't really complain about that. But that much for one specific NPC, that's bullshit. That is the definition of bullshit. But just wanted you guys to know, because I just found that out like 2 days ago, just perusing through YouTube. I thought it was interesting, something I wanted, and I'm looking forward to it, as long as they don't fuck it up. Which is very possible. But I'll see you in the next one, guys. Later.